Deep within the microscopic spiral of your genetic code, there are sequences that defy every known explanation of modern science. Look closely at this rotating 3D DNA strand in this high-tech lab. It is suddenly cracking, glowing with mysterious red alien characters that do not belong to this Earth. These segments lack ancestors and a clear evolutionary history. Scientists call them orphan genes, appearing out of nowhere without any biological lineage or evolutionary precursors. But are they mere accidents? Or are they deliberately installed biological updates from a forgotten past? The activation has begun, and the truth is about to be revealed. Look at the screen. The code is changing. The legacy of a star-born civilization is waking up inside you right now. Can you feel the vibration of a history that was never written in books? We are about to cross the threshold into the forbidden. We zoom rapidly into the darkness of an ancient, dusty cavern, where a single flashlight unearths an elongated skull that challenges everything we thought we knew about our origins. This is not a human skull as we define it. The cranial capacity and the fused plates suggest a design far superior to our own. From the high peaks of Tibet to the dense jungles of South America, digital scans of ancient topographic maps reveal a global connection that rewrites human history itself. The traditional Darwinian model fails to explain these sudden, violent leaps in our complexity. On holographic displays, the human evolutionary tree sprouts glowing nodes with no connection to their roots, as if an external hand edited our software millions of years ago, inserting new functions into the human hardware. A scientist stares at his microscope in a dark room, his face reflected in the glass with digital glitch effects. Realizing that pieces of code that should not exist are staring right back at him. Every cell in your body contains an encrypted message from a civilization that vanished long ago, leaving behind biological instructions for us to find when we were finally advanced enough to read them. Even the dust particles dancing in a beam of light inside a sealed tomb reveal strange, forbidden symbols. Look into the human eye, where digital data streams flow through the iris, shifting from deep blue to a vibrant, terrifying crimson. The true map of our origin is written in the very blood pumping through our hearts. For decades, these anomalies were dismissed as junk DNA. But today, we realize they are the keys to a forbidden chapter. Who possessed the technology to manipulate life while we were supposedly just primitive hunters and gatherers? Archaeological sites at night reveal haunting shadows over trenches that lead to a terrifying truth. Digital interfaces flash red, no-match warnings when comparing our DNA to these unknown biological samples. On cave walls, carvings of double helix structures are surrounded by celestial bodies, proving that our ancestors saw the code before we had microscopes. In high-tech labs, silver liquids in glass vials vibrate to high-frequency pulses, responding to a signal we are only now beginning to understand. Deep beneath the Egyptian pyramids, a 3D animation reveals a massive multi-layered underground complex. These are not tombs, but ancient biological laboratories of immense scale. Inside dusty corridors, translucent quartz sarcophagi hold glowing biological specimens in suspended animation, kept intact for thousands of millennia by unknown technology. We see hybrid hands with 6 elongated fingers and strange rib cages that match ancient stone reliefs of winged figures. Flashlights sweep over diagrams that look identical to modern gene-editing CRISPR sequences. Comparing these ancient remains with modern medical scans reveals that the legends of gods were actually reports of biological engineering in progress. A human hand touches a glowing circular seal on a massive stone door, reacting to the biological signature. Drones fly through subterranean caverns, revealing thousands of jars containing preserved organic tissues, a genetic archive where seeds of species were modified before being released into the wild. Under blue light, green veins pulsate, and skulls with 3 eye sockets reveal metallic implants embedded in the bone. Mist rises from dark pools reflecting ancient symbols, while high-tech scanners reveal non-human internal organ structures inside mummies. Every obsidian wall hums with a low-frequency vibration, and every hybrid statue matches the unearthed skeletons with terrifying precision. Crystal tools and surgical tables found in these depths prove that the ancients were masters of genetic engineering far beyond our current ethics. Central pillars project 3D models of complex proteins, while rows of elongated skulls show surgical marks from an era of calculated intervention. Inside the tomb, we look up from the bottom of a deep well to see stars in perfect alignment. Massive biological spaceships, shaped like giant organic seeds, once descended through primordial clouds to seed our planet with the building blocks of intelligence. Microscopic golden particles enter our cells, integrating into the nucleus. Suddenly, junk DNA lights up like a city grid at night. This is our primary operating system, a reservoir of inactive code waiting for a cosmic trigger. Ancient temple layouts mirror the circuitry of modern biological chips, designed to harness planetary energy to influence DNA directly. We witness the upload of life, primitive creatures transforming as they glow with golden energy, representing moments when a new version of life was uploaded to the biosphere. The intelligence is cosmic. Even nebulas resemble giant brains, and the starry sky shifts into double helix patterns in stone bowls. In underground halls, glowing cylinders hold humanoid forms in various stages of development, thousands of iterations, tested and discarded before the current human model was finalized. Information flows through DNA like water through futuristic aqueducts. Ancient carvings showing gods holding pine cones were not myths. They were biological engineers using genetic tools to upgrade human consciousness. In futuristic labs, we now use light beams to edit DNA, mimicking these ancient celestial rituals. The Earth itself is a biological project, connected by a web of light synchronized with a heartbeat. Microsensors are embedded beneath our skin, and even the raindrops from the sky carry tiny glowing DNA strands to update the biosphere. Murals show giant beings pointing to DNA charts, while crystalline hearts beat in dark rooms. Every ethnicity carries a hidden golden pattern in their eyes, a signature of ownership in every cell. From organic structures on alien planets to micro-cities inside a grain of sand, the scale of this engineering is beyond imagination. A tall silhouette stands against the setting sun as a portal opens within a DNA helix, revealing the advanced civilization on the other side. But this truth has been systematically suppressed. Top secret folders are shredded, and grainy black and white videos show military personnel carrying humanoid containers out of caves. In sterile labs, hazmat-suited scientists work with glowing purple tissue, while maps mark black sites, where illegal genetic experiments attempt to reverse engineer the ancient code to unlock immortality. We see needles injecting silver substances into embryos' secret trials to create a new breed of soldier. Cryptids moving through forests are often just the biological prototypes that escaped. News headlines are deleted, and men in suits disappear into the shadows. Our libraries and educational systems are designed to keep us blind, replacing truth with approved timelines. The elite are already fitting themselves with high-tech eye implants, creating a biological divide. In dark tanks, humanoid figures pulse with energy. This is the great reset of biology. Photographs of giant skeletons are burned to destroy physical evidence. Voices are distorted into mechanical clicks, and satellite dishes receive DNA sequences from the stars. Microchips are dissolved by organic acid to leave behind biological circuits, while world leaders sit around glowing DNA models, signing secret treaties for biological harvesting. Remote white domes hide the truth as documents are stamped expired over human families. Server racks are overgrown with organic vines because the internet is becoming biological, a living network to upload new updates directly to our DNA. Flowers bloom with fiber optic petals, and giant organic ships descend from the clouds. As fingers touch liquid screens, we are participating in the erasure of our original human nature. Digital eyes reflect a world of biological energy, and veins begin to glow with blue bioluminescence. Holographic interfaces merge ancient genomes with futuristic patterns. Under the Antarctic ice, a massive ancient city flickers on the hardware for our next evolution. A third shimmering golden strand is added to our DNA, allowing us to process energy like the gods. Skin becomes translucent, and cities are grown from giant seeds. People share thoughts through glowing foreheads, merging into a collective hive mind through the activation of junk DNA. Living starships take off for distant galaxies as cells divide with glowing nuclei. In a digital landscape of genetic code, hands touch stars and liquid gold flows into fingertips. Ancient skulls are scanned to project 3D memories, and the world vibrates with energy patterns invisible to the human eye. A massive DNA strand wraps around the Earth like a protective shield, and children are born with multicolored eyes and miraculous abilities. The biological clock counts down to the singularity where technology and biology become one. In a library of crystal spheres, every species is archived. Hearts turn into crystalline structures, transmitters of cosmic information. We walk through walls of light, emerging as pure energy. The sun emits a massive solar flash, a divine brilliance that triggers the final sequence in our DNA. Smiling faces from all cultures glow with a unified light of peace. Even a seedling in concrete pulses with the light of the stars as a golden ring of energy forms around the Earth. In a dark, silent tomb where a single ancient tablet is illuminated by a small, flickering flame, a final warning is revealed. When the code is revealed, the creators shall return to judge their work. A slow camera move away from a dark, empty sarcophagus leaves behind a single pulsating blue light in the center of the room. Through a rapid-fire speed ramp montage of all the most dramatic images from the video, flashing every half second with glitch effects, we reach the ultimate moment of choice. A close-up of a human hand reaches for a glowing button that says, "Activate." But the hand is still human, not yet transformed. A total solar eclipse, where the corona forms a perfect DNA. And a double helix shape appears in the sky for a few seconds. The screen fades into a black background, with large, bold white text that slowly fades in. Are you ready for the next update? A final shot of the channel logo glows with a soft blue light, slowly fading into a single, distant star in the black void. We are the pioneers of the new era. Stay connected to the mysteries of our secret history. Join us as we continue to unlock the forbidden knowledge that will define the future of humanity. The universe is watching. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. This immersive experience was brought to you by the power of AI storytelling. We use artificial intelligence to reimagine the past and entertain the curious minds of the present. The quest continues.